prospering alone is in fact not prospering at all. Because while there is poverty, inequity, and injustice, lasting peace and universal prosperity cannot be realized. Here in Kenya, we do appreciate the effort Rotary clubs are making to provide services that create social harmony by addressing the challenges facing our people. I personally remain impressed by the commitment of Rotarians to identifying the needs of various communities and working to develop sustainable projects to meet those needs. Of distinction are projects that the Rotary Club has initiated to increase literacy, combat hunger, promote healthcare, and facilitate access to clean water amongst communities. Undoubtedly, the Rotary Club of Kenya has been a reliable partner of the government in addressing various development needs, and I want to take this opportunity to promise that my administration will continue to partner with you by tackling the structural inequalities that fuel ethnic division, by reducing unemployment, by investing in our education and health sectors, by advancing equality between men and women, and by ensuring that all our citizens can live, work, and indeed worship in peace. Indeed, the Rotary's theme for this conference, Peace Through Service, speaks to the highest aspirations of Kenyans and is echoed in the commitment of my government to create a society that is at peace with itself, a society in which there is social harmony and inclusion, a society where every citizen has access to food and shelter, where every child has guaranteed access to high-quality education, and where every citizen has access to affordable health care, and where our young people especially can realize their potential. Ladies and gentlemen, we will achieve this kind of society by growing our economy. And this is what my administration has pledged to do. To this end, my government will, amongst other measures, focus on strengthening and modernizing the agricultural sector, which remains the source of livelihood for a majority of our people, the aim being to eliminate hunger, increase farmers' incomes through value addition, and to create more jobs through processing of agricultural products. Strengthening the small and micro-enterprise sector that employs the majority of our people, especially our youth. Ensuring that our youth and women have access to affordable loans for starting and expanding businesses. Most importantly, ensuring equitable distribution of resources to all parts of the country through our now established devolved governments. We will also be investing heavily in our country's ICT sector in order to make Kenya a digital hub of the region and to also nurture a new digital generation of Kenyans who can indeed be globally competitive. Improve the provision of water, including irrigation in the arid and semi-arid parts of our country, in order to further enhance food security. This, I believe, will also address conflicts that occur as communities compete over scarce resources. We will also endeavor to create an environment for doing business, as well as foster partnerships with the private sector to create jobs for our youth. We will also deepen our relations with our regional partners in order to expand our markets, create jobs, and boost growth. Ladies and gentlemen, even as the government takes these steps, let us remember that the creation of a prosperous country at peace with itself is not the responsibility of the government alone. Civil society, business people, and individual citizens also have their part to play. Indeed, ultimately, the individual decisions of our citizens affects our common national destiny. I therefore commend all Rotarians for setting a standard for Kenyans and citizens everywhere by embracing the idea of taking personal responsibility for transforming our world. I applaud you as you continue to serve with humility and diligence in order to create a more peaceful world. I wish you all the best as you conduct this conference. I wish you all the strength as you continue to play your part in the pursuit of national, regional, and global peace. I have taken Gita's words, and we will indeed try and do everything possible to ensure that those incubators are made available in the shortest possible time. With those very few remarks, because I know you're all very hungry, may I take this opportunity to declare the 88th Rotary District Conference officially open. Thank you all, and God bless you all and your deliberations. Thank you very much.
She doesn't need any more introduction. Mama Hurricane, Nalongo, Gitamanek.
Thank you, past District Governor Chris Mutalia, my governor when I was Assistant Governor, where Rotary shares and you always share. Thank you, sir. Friends, Patrick Obath has given me a few minutes to talk about my whole year. Is that fair? Tell him to keep quiet. Tell him not to ring any bells. Friends, starting the year by the visit of the international president for Rotary, Sakuji Tanaka, who christened me as the guitar because he couldn't remember my name. That adds to Mama Hurricane. To walking with the lions and the cheetahs in Lusaka and in Livingston, then taking a ride on an elephant, then watching the splendor of Victoria Falls with PDG Varinder Soor, who is still guilty of not sharing those photographs with me. Visiting the palace not once but twice in Addis Ababa, meeting with the president, then meeting President Museveni, meeting with international Rotarians who worked with Ngolela, or Uganda, my classmates, governors who came in my year to see me, Mike Klingbill for water with Langata, inducting members in every club who are adding value, the invaluable time spent with my country chairs on long drives, the several incidences, the police escorts and the flat tires, my visits to your clubs and the meaningful projects of Bugolobi and Same and Tengeru and Finot, Mtwara, Jima, Kisumu, Kiseri and Githunguri and Kondo. These are the things that touched me. Past President Sisai Kifle flew in this morning because his passport was expired. He had it done in one day in Addis Ababa to be here this morning. He didn't have to come. Senior and respected Mr. and Mrs. Bambis, who have come all the way from Addis Ababa just because they want to honor their lady governor. I salute you, Mr. Bambis. Personal contacts with RI President Ray, RI President Sabu and Kalyan and Ron Burton in this very few last months, what can I say was the highlight of my year? Signing partnerships with MREF, being hosted by the British High Commissioner for Peace this year for our theme, going to the Dar Marathon and walking with the thousands of participants, amongst them the former President Mwini, flagging off the cancer run in Uganda with none other than Kip Rotich, spending 3 days with him and his family, and then to meet with the Secretary of State of United States, Hillary Clinton, staying in the same hotel as me. What can I say was the highlight, guys? What would you choose? Then going to Nairobi North and meeting the most senior member of Rotary, R.L. Sharma, a 93-year-old man who counted every word and said how many words a minute I speak and how many words in a sentence.
Only Balotelli.
And then the total words at the end of my presentation. I've been honored by Dinesh Kapila and I've been given the Award of Excellence. Friends, as I said, there are a million experiences I've had. I've been served by Sudeshwalia on the plane, a vegetarian meal, which was the choice of Jayesh Escher, not mine, but anyway, I was served.
Because you did it in the bath.
Then the plane was navigated by my friend Sarah Odongo. Does she drive? Sarah, where are you? But you still navigated our flight in Tanzania. And then, friends,
up his shirt to say, why always me? And it's
I was invited to cutting ribbons and cutting cakes and shouting and screaming and dancing, laying foundation stones, riding with His Excellency President Kennedy from Nairobi to Arusha and back on the historic day when the results of our youngest, vibrant, visionary president of Kenya was announced. The icing on the cake was the attendance of His Excellency, the President, to our conference. Of course, the highlight too was that the Vice President of Uganda honored us. Friends, my year has been a blast. Even if I tried again, I would not do it. This is just a sample of the things I experienced. Now, I'm behaving myself. Rotary International President's representative, Rotarian Trustee Steve Brown, past District Governors present, District Governor-elect Harry Mugo and Emmanuel Kotongole, DGN Bimal and DGN Harishbai, Assistant Governors, District and Country Officers, Club Presidents, Rotarians, distinguished guests from the corporate world, the private sector. Good morning. Good morning! That's it. I know my Rotarians are here now. Friends from all over the world. Today marks the ceremonial reflection of what has been for me an amazing, gratifying, and occasionally very trying, but also very, very rewarding experience as your district governor. It is difficult to realize that this year is practically over. It's been a wonderful experience for me, and I wish to thank you all sincerely from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to represent you, to do the work for you, to lead you, to work with you. The only way you can accomplish anything in life is surround yourself with good people. And that's exactly what happened this year. We had exceptional officers, great mentors of the past, and the young and innovative leaders of tomorrow, all leading from District 9200. I hope, Trustee Brown, you're taking notes of all our achievements. And please tell Mr. President Sakujita Naka arigato godaimasu. Being given a bird's eye view of what our Rotarians do at home and around the world, seeing the efforts and the immense love that you Rotarians put into your work, seeing the extraordinary things that Rotarians do every day, has changed me personally. It has enriched my life. Most importantly, it has taught me more about Rotary and the hope we hold for the world than any speech or any Rotary convention or any meeting could ever do. I have come to realize just how important Rotary's work is to the world, but more importantly, to our region, and especially our district. How is it critical for building a world of peace where people are healthy, where people are well fed, where literacy and economic opportunity are available to all, and where children can lay down peacefully at night in a warm bed and then be surrounded by a loving family. Rotary may be the only organization, Pradeep Parana, that can do this and much more. Take this message to your corporate world. Rotary may be the only organization, I repeat to all the corporates and sponsors who have made our dreams real. Rotary is indeed amazing, and it is only so because of Rotarians like you. You are amazing people, and you deserve a round of applause from yourselves and me. 3 years ago, when I was designated for this position, a dear friend and a great Rotarian who I told you how highly principled he is, who is so humble and so low profile, refused to join me. But if I ask him in public, he will stand up and take a bow. Gerald Nyagutu and Nick Bore. Come on, guys, stand up. Nick, I know your feet are hurting. Thank you. Gerald offered to be the district conference chair. I must say that he has worked tirelessly for this past 2.5 years to put on this great event. At the right side,